Ladies, gentlemen, I am doing something crazy, something fun, something awesome. I'm starting another 365-day project where I'm going to do something every single day for an entire year and not miss a day. And this will be my fourth 365-day project. So the goal for this one is going to be I can do any sort of content. And as long as I release something every single day, whether that's an article, a podcast, a YouTube video, a short, or an email for my email newsletter list, whatever it might be, but some piece of content every single day for an entire year. And I'm going to give myself permission that I'm allowed to build up what I call buffers. So one day I can sit down and record 5 bits of content and then, not record something for the next 5 days. But as long as I release something every single day for a year, I'm going to be happy. Why am I doing this? I feel like, honestly, over the last couple of months, I've been feeling a little bit demotivated. And you probably wouldn't know that from looking at the channel. I mean, I've been releasing pretty regular content. Some of it has been the content, I guess, that I've put the most amount of effort into in probably ever. And so you might not know that I've been in a little demotivated funk, but I have been. I've been feeling a little bit lost, a little bit not maybe passionate about the stuff that I've been doing. And I've been feeling a little bit the same way with my coaching. And so I feel like doing a 365-day project is a really nice way to get back some of that commitment and keep the ball rolling and sort of take action even when maybe I don't feel like it. So if any of you would like to join me on a 365-day project, you're very welcome to. You could do some sort of art project. You could give a compliment to a stranger every day, maybe learn a musical instrument, do a piece of content, maybe work on a business or something every day. Maybe you could go out and talk to one woman a day for the next, 365 days, but you're very welcome to join me, set whatever rules you want for that yourself. If you want a little inspiration, some of the ones that I've done in the past, here's some photos from the 365-day project I did many, many years ago. This was back in like 2012, I believe. And these are some of the photos that I cranked out, and I had a whole bunch of fun with this. I did one of these every single day. And like I said, I built up some buffers. So some days I would take like, 10 of these and not do anything for the next, 10 days. But yeah, I cranked out one of these every single day for a year. I released something every single day, and I had a lot of fun with these. They were clearly a very big passion project of mine. Then the next 365-day project I did was my podcast. So my Spotify podcast, if you're not familiar, I have a Spotify podcast and I talk about the same topics as my YouTube channel, but there's more content over there. So if you're not following that, you're probably missing out. But I've done something insane, like I think like 900 episodes or something on this bad boy. Look at that, 4.8 star rating. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you giving me a high star rating. But yeah, that was my second project. And then my third project was basically the exact same format I'm doing here with this one, which was I'm allowed to do any sort of content that I want as long as I do something every single day for a year. And I kept a little spreadsheet of it. And, you can see I put which ones were YouTube videos, which ones were podcasts, the Spotify podcasts, which ones were shorts, which ones were articles, and kept a little log of that, and kind of most of it was YouTube and a fair bit of like podcasts and shorts and stuff as well. So I'm going to do the same thing. I will keep a spreadsheet, and if any of you are interested, you can let me know and I can give you the link to the spreadsheet. I'll be keeping that more for me, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm a little nervous. Again, this is my fourth 365-day project, but I always get very nervous at the start of these. It's a very freaking big commitment to commit to something for a year. But the beauty of doing something like this is a year later, you have 365 days of action. You've built a portfolio in some way, or in my case, you've built like, a community. It feels like everything that I've built here was built sort of in large part on the back of 365-day projects. I did 2 of them, like I said, a Spotify podcast one and then a general content one, and this will be the third. And so that right there is like 700 and my maths isn't going to work very well for this, 730 ideas or pieces of content right there because of 365-day projects. And at the end of this, it'll be, another 365 on top of that. So we'll be well over to 1,000 pieces of content coming solely from 365-day projects. So very nervous, very excited. If any of you would like to join me, you're more than welcome to. Have fun with it. This can be a very life-changing, cool mission that you get to go on, and it really does feel like a nice way to find some purpose. If you've been feeling a little bit demotivated, maybe in a little bit of a rut, like I have been feeling for the last 3 to 6 months, this can be a really nice way to sort of, like I said, give you a little bit of purpose for the next year and have something beautiful that you're working on, something that's bigger than you, almost like a greater purpose, something outside of yourself that's bigger than you are, leading you towards, your goals and whatever it is that you might want to achieve. I also, at the same time, am going to clean up my life a little bit, or I'm in the process of cleaning up my life a little bit. I'd like to eat a little bit less junk food, look at a little bit less porn. I have also started drinking again, maybe 3 months ago. And for those of you who watch the channel from, the OG days, you know that I had a really long run of sobriety there. I didn't drink for 2.5 years, 2.5 years of sobriety. It was really cool. Definitely changed my life. And then recently, like 3 months ago, I was like, fuck it. I'm going to start drinking a little bit again. At first, it was just fine. I was drinking. I was like, cool, like no big deal. This is fun. But I definitely, at this point in my life, am feeling like I'm using alcohol as a crutch for those days when maybe I'm feeling a little bit demotivated, or I'm feeling bored, or I'm feeling some stress from money and business and, this content and coaching and stuff. And so I've been relying a little bit too much on that. So I'm going to say at least a year of not drinking. I think I'll aim for that and see how I feel after that. And if I want to keep going longer after that, then I will. If I want to drink again after a year, I will. But I think for now, that would be a nice thing to go along with the 365-day project, 365 days of sobriety and doing a bunch of content and maybe some less porn, less junk food, all that kind of stuff, clean that life up. So yeah, I guess I'm announcing that to all of you to keep myself accountable. All of you helped a lot when I first became sober. This is 2.5, 3 years ago. Like, just knowing that you guys knew that I wanted to be sober was more than enough accountability. So thank you for the accountability. Thank you for hearing me say that. You guys don't have to say anything. I don't really need any encouragement. I've told all my friends and family as well. But I'll probably do a 1-month update video, maybe a 2-month, maybe a 3-month, then maybe a 6-month, 9-month, 1-year update video, and just talk about how I'm going. And yeah, it should be fine. Just like last time, after about 2 weeks, I kind of lose interest in drinking at all. So yeah, get through the next 2 weeks, then the month, then 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, and have fun with all of this. So if any of you want to join me for any of this stuff, whether it's a 365 project, maybe you want to look at a bit less porn, maybe you want to quit drinking, maybe you want to eat a little bit less junk food, you're more than welcome to. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to, talking about what you want to start on. Bonus points if you actually start on it and say, hey, today is day 1, I've already started. This is me. Okay, technically, I've already started this 365-day project. I started about 6 days ago. This is me just now announcing a video. I was kind of going to keep it as like a little quiet secret project, but I prefer the accountability of like mentioning stuff like this. So technically, I'm on day 5 or 6 of my 365 project, but yeah. You guys are welcome to join me. Leave a comment down below if you've started on day 1. If you would like any more helping with any of this, then I have a coaching program. I'll leave links in the description down below to that. As always, ladies and gentlemen, go out there and crush those goals. And if you join me on a 365-day project, then holy fuck, let's go, baby. You're going to have so much fun with this. 365 projects are incredibly freaking fun. They take a lot out of you, but they give a lot to you. Let's fucking go.